Hey, you're listening to the All In Networker podcast. Today is day 4 of the 90-day run, where we're going to talk about you being responsible for you, or in this case, me being responsible for me, since I'm the one going through the 90-day run. So it's going to be fun, it's going to be informative, we're going to talk, I'm going to give you a full update on the day. Let's get started! Alright, what's up everybody? Dan McCabe here, All In Networker podcast, day 4 of the 90-day run, the All In for 90. Today's chapter, or title heading, whatever you want to call it, is You Are Responsible for You. That's what we got in the workbook. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm showing you the page right now. And it really is, it's all about us. We've got accountability groups. Me being accountable to this audience, to the podcast every single day, being accountable to the Facebook group, putting myself out there and exposing myself for everything that I'm doing within the All In for 90 is helping me stay on track. It's helping me be accountable for the All In for 90-day run. But really, at the end of the day, I'm responsible for me. I'm responsible for my discipline. I'm responsible for my actions. I'm responsible for my outcomes. And part of the 90-day run, the All In for 90, if you look at the very bottom of the workbook, and I'm showing this on YouTube, sorry if you can't see it on the podcast, but we have number of exposures. Did we complete our fitness goal? Personal development goal complete. Did you give 100% today? This is the one. This is what this page is about today. Did you give 100% today? Can you look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and be like, I gave 100%. I gave 100% to myself. Because really at the end of the day, the only person you need to answer to is you. And we put this in there because at the time I was creating this workbook, I just read the book Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. And I don't know if you've read that before, but in that book, he talks about the accountability mirror. And he talks about any time he's questioning his commitments, he's questioning performing his disciplines, he would go to the accountability mirror and he would look at himself. And he would make himself, if he's not going to do something, he would tell himself in the mirror. You'd have to tell yourself, I'm not going to do the things I promised myself I would do. And you don't want to have to do that in life. That's hard. That's hard. It's really eye-opening. I mean, try it sometime. Make a commitment to yourself in the morning, and when 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night rolls around and you haven't gotten that 1 hour workout in or whatever it is you said you were going to do, walk up to the mirror and tell yourself, you know what? Me, I'm not going to do that today. I know I said I was going to do it, but I changed my mind. I don't want to do it. Try that a couple times and you will get your butt back downstairs. You will get that workout in. So when I was going through the Hard 75 once upon a time, which is like a really hard workout challenge where you work out twice a day, there was a number of times where I was standing in front of that mirror, like getting ready to put my pajamas on, needing to do my second workout for the day, not wanting to do it at all, and going out at midnight. Sometimes, I remember one time I went out at midnight in the rain. It was almost like it was punishing myself, like I know I need to do this, I know I didn't do it, but I had to do it. So part of that challenge is you got to do one of your workouts every single day outside. And this was Minnesota. It rained, such as life. But I did it. And I got through all 75 days. And it felt so good. So we are responsible for ourselves. Our actions, our disciplines, our habits, which ultimately lead to our outcome. Most people that don't have what they want, it's because they aren't holding themselves accountable. They aren't holding themselves responsible for their daily activities. So that's a simple exercise that you can put into place every single day, is have a small checklist of things that you can do, things that you know would make your life better, things that would help your health, help your wealth. And then at the end of the day, go to your accountability mirror, just like David Goggins would. And you should read that book, Can't Hurt Me. I definitely want to give credit where credit is due. But then you go there and stare yourself in the eyes and say, did I give 100% today? Did I do the things? And if you didn't do them, if you can't tell yourself directly and confidently that you did, get them done. Make the sacrifice at that point. Yeah, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's late, but it is what it is. So anyways, that's the lesson for today. I mean, as far as giving you a recap of today was actually probably the best day I've had out of the 4 days so far in All In for 90. I got some really good stuff done this morning. I did a really good webinar that I was really proud of. We got some really good people that are looking at, paying pretty good money for one of the products that I am selling. And I'm pretty excited about that. So that part was really good. And that's how I kind of started out the day. Then I talked to my business coach for like an hour and went over, we talked about all kinds of interesting things. And I won't go into those too much here. But, I kind of talk to her about some of the things. If you've been listening the last few days, I've had some other things presented to me inconveniently right before the All-In for 90 that caused me to step back just a little bit because it made sense to take a look at those. So we kind of talked through those, and I really wanted to do that. And then I spent a little bit of time this afternoon cleaning up some real estate projects that I was working on before the All-In for 90. I was hoping, but prior to the All-In for 90 starting, to have everything kind of like automated and off and running and managed out and delegated. But I had to jump back into these projects a little while back because they needed some support. They needed my help, and I've got the skills and I've got the responsibility to do them. So I did that. And I think I would have been done. I think I would have been out of there from a personal time commitment standpoint on time if we wouldn't have had the crazy, crazy cold snap that we just had. Negative 30 degrees here in Minnesota. All kinds of heck broke out in Texas. Just things went crazy everywhere and they couldn't handle it. But it pushed all of us back, pushed everybody back because workers can't work when it's that cold. It's not reasonable to expect them to. So we're back on track now. I'm going to spend the rest of the evening tonight. I'm going to record this podcast. I got to get my workout in still. And while I'm doing my workout, I'm going to handle my personal development as well. And last thing, what else? I got a couple more calls that I'm going to make tonight. There's kind of like seeding calls, so I call them. So they're just calls kind of going out, gauging interest for a bigger meeting. I'm a little different than a lot of network marketers or people that sell things. I don't do it on one call. And I know sometimes people push for it, and depending on the price point of your product, that's kind of a good idea. But because I've got some higher end items, I like to plant some seeds first, get people thinking about things beforehand, because then when I talk to them next, in the next day or two, when we set up an official meeting, we have time to properly go through things. A lot of the things that I want to offer them, that I want them to be a part of, that I want them to think are cool, is coming from them, and it's kind of their idea almost. They've already had a little time to resonate on it. And I just recorded a really cool webinar as well, which will be going live on danmccabe.com here soon. But I talk about this one piece of network marketing, where is if we have to go and beg friends and family or people we don't know to join our business, if we have to beg them, if we have to sell them on joining our business, chances are they're the wrong person. Chances are they're never going to do anything to help our business grow. Chances are they're going to become a total time suck. So we need to find the people that want to partner with us, that want to help us build, that get excited just like we get excited. And that's why I don't have a problem doing a pre-call. I'm not trying to trick anybody into anything. I'll do a pre-call, set up the call that I really want to have, and I'll have that call later when it's a proper time for both of us, and they're going to know what to expect going into it. So it's a little bit different, but I found it to be way more effective because I find the right people. You know, for the people that we are selling into the opportunity, that we're selling into the business, I don't know what to call it. The kind of everyday people that we're not as excited about or probably aren't as excited about us. Like, we can sell them on a webinar. I can sell them through a video. I can do something else to attract those people in more of a group format. My time needs to be spent going out and finding people that can build underneath me. So that's where I like to focus it. So anyways, that's it. Like I said, that webinar is going to be going up at danmccabe.com probably in the next 48 hours. I'm recording this on February 23rd, just so for some reference there in case you happen to like listen to this the second it drops, but it'll be up here in the next couple days. And so you can certainly go check that out. If you want to interact with me some during this 90-day experience, you can go to One Big Vision, which is a Facebook group that I started that where I go on there pretty much every single day and I talk about what I'm going to be doing for the days. Otherwise, please rate, subscribe to this podcast. If you're listening to the podcast, hop on over to YouTube. You can watch the video as well. If you're on YouTube, make sure you click subscribe and the little tiny bell that will notify you each time I drop a new video. But every single day for the next 90 days, I'm going through this entire workbook, every single page. And we're going to talk about different pieces of network marketing, how to grow your business. I'm going to share my results because I'm going to show you that by the end of this workbook, in 90 days, you can build a big team in network marketing. And I'm going to do it right in front of your eyes. So that's it. All right. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks a lot.